Hi guys, this is Angie, your musical medium, and I am here today with a different kind of reading. Instead of doing the pick a number reading that I usually do for you guys, I'm going to go through a full moon reading with all 12 zodiac signs with a little song and a message for you guys pertaining to that. So we'll get right on this and we'll start at Aries. Let me time stamp that. Okay, so Aries. This full moon reading is full moon in Virgo, and it's called a warm moon. And your song was Bussin' by Nicki Minaj and Little Baby. And this is all about career-wise and what you're doing, your projects, something that you're hustling on. And what this message is saying is that whatever you guys are doing, now this, remember, this goes with sun, moon, and rising sign. So you can be an Aries sun, an Aries moon, or an Aries rising. And this message will, my hair is doing weird things, will resonate for you guys, hopefully. So they're saying you're busy, you're making your moves, you're getting your money, you're laser focused on your career. And they're saying that's perfect. That's exactly what you guys need to do this full moon, is to concentrate on getting your coin. And the universe wants to tell you that you're on the right track. You're bussin'. This is a good thing. Bussin' means it's a good thing. So you guys are doing the right thing at the right time, and you're on the right track. So I hope that resonated for you guys, and we will see you later. Okay, the next one is Taurus. Let me time stamp that. And your song was Baby Come Back by Player. Now, I didn't get a romantic vibe from this. I got a friendship vibe from this. Somebody wants to rekindle a friendship that they had in the past, and they're holding on to that memory, and they're missing that friendship. They're holding on to what happened in the past, and what happened in the past was not a good situation, and this friendship ended badly. So either you, Taurus, or somebody that is around you is wanting you to come back and to rekindle that friendship because they miss the energy that you had together. You can't go back to the past and rekindle that same energy that you and your friend had. You can only move forward one way or another if you choose. If you choose to rekindle this friendship, it's going to be transformed. It's going to be different. It is not going to be the same as it was before. So use your judgment on that, whether you want to accept this person back into your life, but know that transformation happened, and that this friendship will not be like it was before. So if you're expecting that, don't. People change, people grow, people learn. Through pain, oftentimes, if you let it, comes healing. So know that when you go into this. And I hope that helped. Okay, thank you, Taurus. Now we're on to Gemini. And Gemini, your song was The Carpenters. We've only just begun. Okay, this is talking again about staying. I feel like you guys are wanting everything to boom, 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 happen, happen, happen. And you're getting disappointed because it's not happening in your time frame. Just because you don't see results in whatever this is that you're doing doesn't mean that they're not happening. Just take small steps and don't be disappointed because you feel like the steps that you are taking aren't enough. They are. Sometimes you have to build one on top of another. You can't just throw something up all at once and expect it to be what you are wishing for it to be. So, and they're also saying, don't give up because you're not seeing the progress that you want to. Just keep going, small step, one step at a time, and you'll get there. You're doing okay, and small steps are okay. You can't always have the big kahuna. It doesn't happen like that sometimes. And somebody once said, how do you eat an elephant? And the person responded, one bite at a time. And I thought that was the smartest thing because that's how you get through life. You learn to walk by taking one step at a time. Well, some people start out running, but I don't think that's on purpose. I think it's an accident of them going like that. But anyway, I hope that helped you. And thank you so much, Geminis, and we'll talk to you later. Now we are on to Cancer, and that is 7:22. Okay, Cancer. Your song was Adele, Go Easy on Me, which is a relatively new song, and you're thinking a lot about the past and the mistakes that you made. You're hard on yourself, but you have to make sure the universe wants you to know that when you're reflecting on these mistakes, make sure you own up to them and move on from them. Don't put the responsibility onto other people. Going back through your life and looking at the things that weren't necessarily good choices at the time can be hard to do. But they're asking you to do that and to learn from it. And above all, don't try to blame other people for your mistakes or to make excuses. Yes, you did the best you could at the time, which that is, in general, what all of us are faced with. We do the best we can with what we have at the time. So remember that part and don't try to parlay the blame of whatever those circumstances were onto other people. Learn and grow through them. Okay, Cancer, thank you. Now we are on to Leo. 9:30. And Leo, hello Leo, I'm a Leo. Your song was The Manhattans, Kiss and Say Goodbye. Now, I'm not necessarily getting, as you all know, I get intuitive meanings from these songs. I don't always go by the lyrics. In fact, a lot of times I don't go by the lyrics. This is talking about, again, there's a lot of letting go of the past that came up in these full moon readings. So this is talking about letting go of your past and moving forward, and whatever situation that is, completely letting it go and not having any of that past energy hinder your progress. Kiss it and say goodbye and let that be the end of it. Don't keep holding on to it. I know as Leos, we hold on to stuff a lot of the time, and myself included. I've had to learn to let a lot of things go, and we're not really good at that letting go stuff. We're fixed signs, so it's hard to do that. But they're telling you whatever is being brought up this full moon, it's time to finalize it, kiss it, and say goodbye. All right, thank you, Leos. All right, we are on to Virgos, and we're at 11:26. Hi, Virgo. And your song is Sad Eyes by Robert John. Of course, this made perfect sense, and the universe just fucking amazed me tonight with its song choices that it brought through for your messages. The full moon is in Virgo, and moon is all about your feelings, your emotions, good and bad. It's just plain feelings. And that's where you guys are tonight, and that's okay, because you got the full moon in Virgo, so it's full on feelings. And they're asking you to sit with those feelings. If you're sad, go ahead and be sad. Don't be sad forever, but this full moon is asking you to go ahead and feel through those feelings so that you can let it go and don't be sad. And it just came, I was just told that some of you have been sad for so long, and they're telling you tonight is the final step in letting that go. Feel it and release it. You don't need to hold on to that sadness anymore. Ask yourself, you know, what is holding on to that sadness doing for me? What are you getting out of it? Are you punishing yourself? You don't need to do that. Just let it go. It's time to just feel it and let it go and honor it for teaching you or giving you whatever you were getting out of it, and release it. Okay, Virgos, thank you. All right, we are on to
I'm here to help.
Libra. And we have, which is one of my favorite songs. I absolutely love it. I usually never listen to full songs, but I love it, so I listen to it. You have Meghan Trainor and John Lennon with Like I'm Gonna Lose You. Now, although this is a love song, and that's how I've always taken it because I'm a hopeless romantic, this is talking about your life situation, okay? You seem to be stuck in this just going through the motions because you know there's gonna be, or you think there's gonna be another day. You have to start living your life. Live all the moments. And don't take that for granted that there's going to be another one, because you just don't know. So you have to start living those things that you've wanted to do before it's too late. If you wanted to learn how to play the guitar or learn how to paint, go take online, for God's sakes. You can sit in the comfort of your own home and learn how to play guitar. You can go, you know, buy a cheap guitar at a thrift store. It doesn't have to be electric. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. You can learn how to paint on YouTube. There are literally thousands of tutorials that you can watch that'll teach you how to paint. But you have to get rid of that stagnant energy and start living your life. Because doing what you're doing now is just existing. And that's not gonna work. So the universe, this full moon is telling you, start living your life. Do stuff that you have always wanted to do. Okay, that's Libra. Thank you, guys. And we are on to Sagittarius. And we are at 1622. Okay, Sagittarius. This is by the Nolans, and it's I'm in the mood for dancing. All right, you Sagittariuses are fire energy, so you're pretty much most of the time ready to go. You've been working really hard, and as the old adage goes, you know, what is that? All work and no play. I don't even know what the rest of it is. You can't just work all the time. It's time for you to get out there and enjoy yourself and go do whatever it is that brings you joy, whether that's dancing, karaoke, walking on a nature trail, through a preserve, listening to music in your head that makes you happy and joyful, that makes you want to dance. So their universe is telling you for this full moon, go out there and live and play, and you can put the work down for a little bit, I think, or you can cut back on it so you can enjoy your time. So that's the message that the universe has for you today. Go out there and enjoy. All right, and we are on to Scorpio. 1806. Scorpio. Your song was Cranes in the Sky by Solange. The message that came through was avoidance. You're filling a gap or a situation in your life with other things rather than focusing on what you need to. It's avoidance. You gotta do the inner work. You gotta work through it. It's time. Use this new moon in Virgo's energy. Virgos are very organized, to dig deep, step by step, and start that inner work that you need to do to heal in order to move forward on your journey. Filling your life up with things so that you don't have to look at what's going on over here or over here is not going to work forever. So your message this full moon is to take a look inside and do that thing that you've been avoiding doing for so long. The only way out is through. So they're saying this full moon you need to go through. Okay, and we are on to Capricorn. And your song was Pink and Nate Roos, Just Give Me a Reason. Okay. There's a little bit of gaslighting going on in your situation, and this is a relationship, whether it be love, romantic, family, friendship. Somebody in this situation is not feeling heard and acknowledged, and they want to be heard and acknowledged, and it's being brushed off to the side. So this is something you need to be aware of, whether it is happening to you or you are doing it to somebody else. It's time to, if you're not feeling acknowledged, they're telling you to work out a plan to better make yourself feel heard and acknowledged. And also, if you are on the other situation where you're the one that is brushing the stuff under the carpet, you need to listen. It's not all about you, and it's not that hard to listen to what other people are saying. They need to feel heard. Arguments and disagreements happen when one person in the situation does not feel heard or acknowledged. So that's what the universe is asking you on this full moon. Whether that be you hearing it or acknowledging, or you needing to be heard or acknowledged, you have to work your way through that in whatever way that is not going to be harmful. Okay, thank you, Capricorns. Now we are on to Aquarius, and we're at 2243. Okay, Brett Young, in case you didn't know. This is interesting. This is your message for the full moon is to, it can be an either way situation. Tell your crush how you feel. They need to know because they really don't have a clue. And we're not all mind readers, and if you're like sending mixed messages like, ooh, I kind of like you, but ooh, I'm gonna back off. Just come out and say it. It's time to be direct. This message for you for this full moon is you need to be direct. You need to take a chance. Stop overthinking. Aquariuses are the thinkers of the zodiac. You need to stop overthinking and start feeling. And come from your heart instead of your head this time. And take a chance. And you never know what'll happen. So make sure that you voice what you're feeling. Also, you can voice what you're thinking. So that's your message, Aquarius. Thank you. And we are on to the last one, which is Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Your song was Shake You Down, can't talk, by Gregory Abbott. And this goes kind of hand in hand what I just had with the Aquariuses. And, oh, Pisces, somebody got it bad. They have a huge crush on you, and they just can't take it anymore. They are not just all talk either. They can back up what they promise you. When they literally, whether that be physically or emotionally, and not in a bad way, can back up that they're telling you they want to shake you down, they can back up that they can shake you down. So that's, there is no bullshit going on here. What he or she is saying to you is the honest to God's truth, and can be, it's a promise they can keep. Let's see here. I think that this is somebody that I had to write notes because it's a lot when I'm trying to listen to the songs and everything. This is somebody that I feel that you already know, and they have been watching from a distance. So it's somebody that's around you, whether that be daily or weekly, or you haven't talked to them in a while and they're watching your social media, or they just think you're it. They just think you're it. And they need to find out, if this is you and you have the crush, it's time to find out what is real and what you're imagining, because you have some things going on in your mind that you're imagining the way that this situation is going to pan out. So it's time to find out whether you, what the relationship between what you think is going to happen and what's really going to happen, how close that is to each reality. They can't, either they can't or you can't. Maybe you're the person that has the crush and they're saying it's time for you to go ahead and tell that person. Whoever it is, it's like a building of feelings and attraction, and it's getting to the point where they can't take it anymore, and it needs to be expressed one way or another. Now, don't be freaking stalking people if it's not mutual. If it's not mutual, then just move on your merry way and leave the other person the fuck alone. Jeez, no stalkers allowed up in here. And whoever this is, whether it's you or the other person, they're saying this full moon is to find out whether that is a real thing you got going on or just, a fantasy. So that's where the Pisces are at. So I hope that resonated for you guys. Remember, it's a general reading. That was fun. I loved doing the zodiac signs, so I will definitely be doing that again. And you guys all have a great full moon, and we will talk to you soon.